In the late 1990s, amidst the dot-com boom and the fervor of technological innovation, a lesser-known company named the New York Operating System Company embarked on an ambitious project. Their goal was to create a groundbreaking new operating system that would rival the giants of the industry. The project was dubbed Windows Codename Nathas. From the beginning, the project was shrouded in secrecy and intrigue. The developers worked tirelessly, often burning the midnight oil, driven by an almost supernatural zeal. As the operating system neared completion, reports of strange occurrences began to surface. Developers recounted chilling experiences, computers booting up on their own, eerie sounds emanating from the speakers, and inexplicable glitches that defied all attempts at troubleshooting. At first, these incidents were dismissed as mere technical anomalies, but soon, the situation took a darker turn. One evening, a lead developer was working late when he noticed a figure reflected on his monitor. He turned around, only to find an empty room. This was just the beginning. Team members started to report similar sightings, strange shadows lurking in the corners of their vision, and a pervasive feeling of being watched. Despite the growing unease, the project continued. The team managed to push through the final stages, and Windows Codename Nathas was ready for release. However, the strange phenomena escalated. The day before the official launch, the company's servers crashed, erasing months of work. Backup systems inexplicably failed, and developers found corrupted files with messages that seemed to be warnings. In a desperate attempt to salvage the project, the team worked around the clock. Yet, the more they tried to fix the bugs, the more sinister the glitches became. Some developers claimed to see cryptic messages on their screens, written in an unknown language, while others experienced sudden chills and a sense of impending doom. Ultimately, the project was abandoned. The New York Operating System Company disbanded, and the story of Windows Codename Nathas faded into obscurity, becoming a tale whispered among tech enthusiasts and ghost story aficionados. Some say that the source code still exists, hidden away on an old hard drive, and that those who dare to seek it out risk unleashing whatever malevolent force haunted its development. Alex, a renowned technology programmer known for his curiosity and knack for uncovering tech anomalies, stumbled upon a dusty, old hard drive while searching for some documents in his room late one night. Intrigued by his discovery, he decided to investigate its contents, unaware of the eerie legend surrounding it. He connected the hard drive to his computer and began the installation process. As the files started to transfer, Alex noticed the drive was labeled Windows Codename Nathas. Remembering faint whispers and urban legends about a haunted operating system developed by the New York Operating System Company, he dismissed them as mere folklore. His curiosity overpowered any sense of caution. As the installation progressed, Alex's computer screen flickered and displayed unusual patterns. He attributed this to the old hardware and continued with the setup. When the installation completed, the screen went black for a moment before the familiar startup sound played, but with an unsettling, distorted undertone. The desktop appeared, displaying an eerie, archaic interface with cryptic symbols. Alex felt a chill run down his spine but convinced himself it was just an old, outdated design. He began exploring the system, and that's when the strange occurrences began. First, he noticed files that seemed to appear and disappear at random. Then, his cursor moved on its own, highlighting text that formed eerie messages like "Leave now, and you are not alone." The computer's speakers emitted faint whispers, almost as if someone or something was trying to communicate with him. Determined to get to the bottom of this mystery, Alex continued delving into the system. He found a hidden folder labeled Developers Logs and opened it. The logs recounted the chilling experiences of the original developers' sightings of ghostly figures, inexplicable system crashes, and cryptic messages. One log entry stood out: "The entity is in the code. It watches us. It knows." Suddenly, Alex's room grew cold, and he felt an overwhelming sense of dread. The whispers grew louder, more insistent. The computer screen flickered again, displaying a series of rapid, undecipherable images. In a moment of clarity, Alex realized that the legend was real. The entity trapped within the code was reaching out, and he had unwittingly unleashed it. Panicking, Alex tried to shut down the computer, but it wouldn't respond. The entity seemed to take control, displaying a final message: "You cannot escape." In a desperate move, he went over to the wall and pulled the cable out, finally shutting off the computer. The room fell silent, but the eerie feeling lingered, plunging the room into darkness. For days, Alex couldn't shake the feeling of being watched. The whispers echoed in his mind, and the shadows in his room seemed to move on their own. He knew he had to find a way to contain the entity before it spread. Alex reached out to other programmers and paranormal experts, sharing his experience and the developers' logs. Together, they devised a plan to isolate the entity by trapping it within a secure digital vault. It took weeks of meticulous coding and ritualistic precautions, but they finally succeeded. At 7:16 a.m. Coordinated Universal Time, Alex decided to take action. He grabbed his computer and headed to the nearest computer repair shop, hoping they could help him undo the damage. At the shop, Alex explained the strange occurrences and the old hard drive he had found. The technicians listened with skepticism but agreed to take a look. They ran a thorough scan, detecting numerous unusual and malicious code fragments embedded deep within the system. They assured Alex they could remove the viruses and reinstall the operating system. After a few hours of intense work, the technicians managed to clean the computer entirely. They wiped the hard drive, eliminating every trace of the cursed software. Once the new operating system was installed, they handed the computer back to Alex, confident it was free of any supernatural influence. Relieved but still shaken, Alex returned home. He couldn't help but reflect on the haunting experience. He knew the tale of Windows Codename Nathas would become an even more cautionary story among the tech community, a legend of a cursed operating system that brought fear and mystery to those who dared to install it. From that day forward, Alex made a point to warn fellow programmers and tech enthusiasts about the dangers of delving into unknown, abandoned software. The legend of Windows Codename Nathas lived on, a chilling reminder of the potential perils lurking in forgotten corners of digital history. To this day, the legend of Windows Codename Nathas serves as a cautionary tale about the perils of technology and the mysteries that lie beyond our understanding.